Trauma isn't always sadness, depression, or emotional pain. Most people with trauma don't experience any of these signs. They look perfectly fine and healthy from the outside. This is because most of the time trauma comes out as laziness, procrastination, daydreaming, and constantly fantasizing about living a different life. It's very hidden and it won't affect your social life until it gets really bad. Here are 5 signs that someone has really bad trauma and how you can fix it. Number 1, they are constantly forgetting things. When someone has been through some really bad shit in their life, then their brain will refuse to go through that experience again. So in order to not feel that trauma, the brain will completely shut off those areas of memory as a coping mechanism. Such people will often zone out from conversations and forget things related to certain topics that trigger them. In order to fix this, the person has no other choice but to face their deepest fears. They have to open the wound and revisit that past traumatic experience all over again. So this time, instead of running away from it, they will face it without any fear or regret. But here's the thing, you can't force someone to do it. It has to be their own choice. If you force them to go through that again, it will cost them even more damage, and they will go down a deeper hole. Number 2, sexual triggers. People who experience sexual abuse as a child often develop sexually triggered habits as an adult. When they come into an environment that triggers them, this can lead to them having affairs with multiple sexual partners, addiction, and problematic behavior that they can't control. Even though they know that they will regret it later, they still can't control themselves. In order to fix this, you have to be very disciplined and also very forgiving at the same time. You need to learn how to not beat yourself up from those past mistakes and instead learn from them. Number 3, they fear commitment. Because of their bad past experience, they have difficulty trusting others and forming new relationships with people. They think everybody will eventually disappoint them, so they choose to avoid the relationship and isolate themselves. A situation like this calls for a change in perspective. You need to realize that not everyone is out there to get you. Most people you meet are actually good people. Trusting others makes you vulnerable, but it also opens up the opportunity to build a connection with others and build strong bonds with people who can understand you and support you. Number 4, they are dead inside. Nothing excites them and nothing is interesting. Everything looks dull and boring, and the entire world looks colorless. They simply exist day to day and don't have any plans. They spend their life on their phones fantasizing about living a completely different life. They want to escape reality. This problem is the easiest one to fix. What you need is something you actually care and give a fuck about. You need something that excites you and inspires you. You can try traveling, getting a new hobby, or picking up a new instrument. But if you don't want to do that, then adopting a pet, or even better, volunteering in social services and interacting with other people who've been through far worse situations in life can give you a sense of appreciation and makes you feel grateful. Number 5, your trauma will manifest in the physical world. Lack of sleep, headaches, and pain in the body without any proper medical reason. These are all symptoms that your trauma is getting really bad. The most optimal way to fix this is to get professional help. You can definitely heal yourself all alone, but it's going to cost you. It's going to be a lot of trial and error and a lot more hurt and pain. So if you want to save years of more pain and trauma, then you have to get expert guidance. That way you can quickly cover up the years and the beautiful moments that you missed out on because of your trauma. If you're looking for professional help, then use the link below to book a call with me, and I'll show you how to heal yourself using the power of neurotransformation therapy.